on Startup Street. Now, in what's brewing, electric mobility company Baaz Bikes has raised $8 million in a Series A funding round that was led by Singapore-based Big Capital, along with participation from Japan's Rakuten Capital and other existing investors. Founded in 2019, Baaz is currently live in South Delhi and wants to expand its footprint throughout the Delhi NCR region over the next 12 months. The funds are going to be used to refine its product offerings and expand its network. Joining me now to talk about this is Anubhav Sharma, the CEO of Baaz Bikes. Anubhav, welcome to Startup Street. Thanks very much for your time here. Very briefly for our viewers, tell us what Baaz Bikes is about, because, full stack EV ecosystem, what does that entail? And, is the plan to remain focused on gig workers alone?
That's right, Ritu. First of all, thank you for inviting me onto this platform. And as Baaz, what we are building is basically this entire ecosystem specifically built for the commercial mobility, right? Because, for example, if you're looking at the personal side, there are not many options available, but that's not the case with the commercial mobility, which is, the people who are doing the deliveries for the likes of Zomato, Swiggy, and multiple other platforms as well. So that is what we are building. We are basically building this entire ecosystem, which comprises of the electric scooters, factories, swapping station, which basically solves all the problems of the rider end-to-end basis.
Okay, so, currently you're only in South Delhi. Give us the numbers. I mean, how large is the fleet? How many drivers, swapping stations do you have? What kind of turnover are you generating?
So in terms of the interest, we almost have around like 8 to 10,000 rider interest onto our platform, but we have been constrained by the supply side of it to deploy more and more scooters on the field. But I think this particular fundraise is definitely going to help us to enlarge the fleet in numbers in terms of around 8 to 10,000 scooters in the next 10 to 12 months. That's what we're looking at. In terms of turnover, so we are basically clocking right now almost like a 3 crore ARR. But we are right now, basically building the proof of, the revenue making proof. And that's what we are looking to scale from here right now. Yeah.
So with this $8 million funding, you told us already you're going to expand the fleet to 8 to 10,000. But what else in terms of product refinement do you mean? Will there be new products that you add as well? Add more stations, battery manufacturing? What else is on the radar?
Definitely, yes, Ritu. So not just the scooter. So with the scooter, we'll also expand the infrastructure as well. So right now we have around 30 stations over here in Delhi. We are looking to capture entire Delhi NCR with around 500 stations, again, the same timelines, around 10 to 12 months. Apart from that, definitely there's going to be a lot of refinement in the product side of it also. And we are also looking to target a new specific market also, apart from the delivery, which is the bike taxi segment. So since the commercial mobility involves the mobility of goods and the mobility of people as well, so we are looking to capture that market as well with the upcoming product portfolio that we're looking to build.
All right. So apart from gig workers, bike taxis is also something that you're looking to do. But, this subscription-based model that you have where you charge drivers on a monthly basis, is that the only revenue stream, or are there other streams you're looking to tap into?
So right now, yes, this is the only revenue stream that is there right now. We intentionally took this call so as to reduce the entry barrier for these gig workers to jump onto an electric vehicle ecosystem, because the moment you put in the ownership burden onto the rider, it becomes a little difficult for them to try out a new solution which actually can increase their take-home earnings as well, right? So now, since we have already proven that the solution that we have built basically increases the take-home earnings by almost 80% of the riders. Now we're looking to open up newer ownership models as well for the riders, where let's say they can buy the scooter and can subscribe to the energy network then in parallel.
Okay, but Anubhav, before we let you go, why just Delhi NCR? You said over the next 12 months you're looking to expand there, but what about the rest of the country? Do you have plans to expand there? By when? Do you have global ambitions? What are the long-term plans?
Definitely, yes, Ritu. We definitely have the national as well as the global ambitions as well. But we're looking to basically, grow in a more organic way, I'll say. So by now, what we have figured out is the playbook to capture a cluster. We'll basically replicate that and basically creating the playbook to capture a city, which is the Delhi NCR, right? And then once that playbook is already built up, we'll basically, replicate that in 10 cities at once in India. And that's how we're looking to, look for a national expansion right now. And definitely there's a lot of interest coming from the Southeast Asian countries as well, the neighboring countries as well. where they're looking for a similar kind of a solution. And since we have basically built this entire product ecosystem in-house, we are definitely more like a go-to choice for them to, deploy these solutions in their respective countries. So definitely these things, these expansion plans are definitely on the radar. And yeah, you can say like, the city expansion in the India after the Delhi NCR is going to happen in like after this 10 to 12 months timeline, and the global expansion is also there on the cards in the next 15 to 18 months or so.
Well, that's wonderful, Anubhav. Thanks very much for your time here and for sharing your thoughts, and we wish you the best with your, with Baaz Bikes.
Thanks, Ritu. Thanks for hosting me. And we are definitely here to build a very strong ecosystem and look at, put a big push on the gig economy as well. Thank you.
All right, from the world of